We have a briefing, and the person to do that briefing is Knight of St. Mulumba, Sir Kerry Jackson. He's based in Saple, and there are issues that he believes strongly to talk about, hence this briefing. So, if we are settled.
Thank you. I'm Kerry Jackson, and I'm a Knight of St. Mulumba, Nigeria, KSM. I was an officer, now an ex-official, immediate past Metropolitan Secretary of the Benin Metro. Benin Metro comprises of Edo, Delta, and Bayelsa. Beside any office, as a knight, we were taught not just to be disciplined, but to be courageous and face issues squarely. You know, the pursuit of truth is very dangerous, but that is the only way that we can succeed. And because the Knight is a body of Christians striving to make heaven, truth is the only thing that can make us see heaven. Now, there is a constitution in KSM known as the KSM Constitution 2020. Luckily, this constitution came into being right here from Asaba. Now, this new ESCO that came on board 2022, I believe, 21 thereabouts, wants to destroy this constitution. Reason being that he wants its wife at all costs to be working as a parallel government. Or in other words, they want to be together, juxtaposing as leaders of the other against the doctrine of this constitution. For him to achieve that, he needs to destroy this constitution. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the current leader of the KSM, known as Sir Mbelede. Then for him to destroy this constitution, they tried to introduce something called constitutional reform, which did not go down well with members of the order, because the order has 9 metro all over Nigeria: Abuja, Benin, Calabar, Kaduna, Ibadan, Lagos, Onitsha, and Owerri. Because he did not see the light of the day from brothers trying to redo this constitution, they try to force people into it by doing that kind of secular thing where you have the eyes have it and that's it all. I now wrote something called the obnoxious law. This was done somewhere around 2023. Don't see the date now. And a protest letter to the controlling body of KSM, which is the Catholic Bishop Conference of Nigeria. They now said, okay, we should put everything on hold. There is no basis trying to reconstruct a constitution that is yet to even span 3 years in existence. Now, instead of them to stay put to that directive of the CBCN, they try to cut corners by trying to tell people that they've gotten the approval of the CBCN to go ahead to get a new constitution, which turned out to be false. In the order, there are rots that should not be suppressed. I believe even if you go to social media, you hear people saying this, that, a men of God are doing this, and my order, the KSM, is not part of, it's not an exception. Where you see brother tagged a GK making advances on another brother's wife. Now, these are the issues. I have 3 known cases of that. These are the issues I raised. Instead of him to look into it squarely and say, this is wrong, he's taking those people and giving them a blanket cover. In KSM, we have something called an investment. Everybody that goes into an investment is supposed to get a return. In all these years of the investment, no return. Some persons are just using it to enrich themselves to the detriment of indigent people, because we are all indigent. We are striving to make ends meet. Now, where we struggle to keep the flag flying, deep hand into the coffers of the order, to be galvanizing or living an extravagant, luxurious life, getting ticket, getting choice hotel for your wife around the country, that is not constitutionally binding. Because if I'm the president today of an organization, the organization take care of my responsibility, not the responsibility of my wife. If I need my wife to engage or accompany me for my official responsibility, I'm supposed to take care of her bills, not the other way around. These are the issues I raised. Now, till this minute, nobody has said, Kerry, what you said are false, or this is the true position of things. Instead, they try to turn face to something that is not even existing. We did a convention last November, December, where I wrote also before the convention to say these are the antics of these people. I'm trying to be economical with it so that they will rebuff, like I was rightly informed. There will be backlash. Then we'll go out to the public with facts, because I have the facts. You know, in this era of tarnishing of image, what's this thing on social media now? The cyber stalking. In this era of cyber stalking, you don't say something that is not that you can prove. So I'm trying to be economical so that they come, they will prove ourselves. Now, at the end of the convention, even my accusation and exposure was not treated. They came up with a communique where I have it here also, where they accuse the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Tinubu, of financial misappropriation, his tax reform, they are there attacking the president. I saw it online because, of course, I'm a media person and also an erat, like we call them. And I said, you cannot be talking about someone's spec when you have log of wood in your eye. KSM should think inward, try to redress our inner abnormality before talking about the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And they had a meeting end January 2025. In that meeting, it's a virtual meeting where they now said, because I commented attacking the Supreme Executive, I should be expelled on account of that. Now, going by the Constitution, if any member committed an offense even anywhere, even among the lay people, not to talk of a professional honored organization like this, if you think this person has goofed, you set up a committee for the committee to try the person. Then you now find the person wanting, you slam the person with different sanctions. None of this was done. Instead, I'm not a supreme officer, maybe like a federal government officer, because we have 3 tiers of levels of governance in KSM. We have the sub-council, the metro council, and the supreme council, local government, state government, and federal government. Of all this level of governance, I'm not an executive of any of them. So, if peradventure I committed a crime, my locality should be the one to raise the issue. You know, even in politics, they say every politics is local. None of this was followed. Instead, the same persons are accused at the supreme level, the federal level, are now the one that sat over as judge in their own cases and decided to give an expulsion letter. It is against this backdrop that I'm now calling them. One, the CBCN that says we should stay execution for them to do their finding, because one of the bishops actually reached out to say we should tarry for a while, they will do their findings and get back to them. That has not been done. Instead, they are acting ultra-virus to the law. In this same order, where I have all these things, I've mentioned of a brother making advances at a sister within the same circle. 3.
Allegation.
And you can say it's an allegation, but it's a statement of fact because I have the fact, I have the interaction, even photos. Let's say it's an allegation. In this same order, where the leader, rightly addressed as the worldly supreme ninth, such as Mbelede, uses the other's phone to go around with his wife. Not because he cannot afford it, but maybe because he just wants to make indigent people like us to be sweating and somebody else eating from it. Where one of his co-travelers, because he wants to remain in office at all costs, trying to break the rank of the CBCN by sponsoring a bishop to UK so that he can have like a soft landing on this constitutional matter. I can go on and on. We have a sister in this same order that impersonates as a reverend sister to call a priest. Funny enough, it's still in this as it happened in Asaba here. Impersonate as a reverend sister to call a priest to tarnish the image of somebody else because that person is from their circle. They arranged a kangaroo committee, disciplinary committee. She was slammed with 3 months suspension only. Now, my case, talking about the ills of the order, they said expulsion in the same order. The procedure already I've mentioned is very wrong. The antics is not working. They've acted against the wishes of the CBCN directive. It is against this that I'm asking and I'm giving them 7 days to retract and withdraw this supposedly expulsion letter, or we now go fully to the public and seek legal redress. Thank you.
They call it
9th of St. Mulumba.
9th of St. Mulumba.
KSM.
KSM. Questions? Do you have a prepared speech, sir?
Yeah. Tinubu.
No problem. So if there are questions, let's ask.
You get a soft copy for him.
It's straight to the point, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
His demands are clear now.
It's okay.
That's the expulsion letter.
So Rusek could not make it. We just finished the briefing. The people can. Where is Punch?
Of my petition against them to the CBCN, which is the umbrella body of all Catholic lay faithful, I said we are looking into this matter. One of the bishops reached me to say, please come, we will take or look into this issue. They've not finalized on it. They've not concluded. They've not come up with any blueprints, suggestion, advice, or what have you, but they told him to tarry a while. He ignored that and doing this one. And to make the matter worse, it's not slamming me on account of the allegation or accusation I made to his leadership. It's attacking me on account of the communique they released and sent through Facebook that I commented to say, you cannot be attacking President Tinubu on account of his economic style or leadership, where you as a person has failed. So look inward, redress your own leadership before you can talk about somebody else. And this supposedly expulsion is coming on the strength of that. Thank you.
So